Hey, what's up, y'all? How the frick you're doing in, man? How the frick you're doing in, yeah? By the way, I don't know if y'all niggas know this. Feathers up, always. You know, we're not just talking, we actually living it. American pride. Proud to be an American. Yeah, really is. You know, the Americans, by the way. You know, we roll it. You feel me? But, you know, just had to come back to y'all. Let you freaking up. Reading from the Garden Wisdom and Know-How. Everything you need to know how to plant, grow, and harvest. From editors of Rodeo Gardening Books. This is what we're reading off of. We're gonna read part of a section. It's called a sewing checklist. I know that we settled. Now that we settled the seeding starting, let's go on to how. Here's a checklist of sowing seeds. Now go to number 6. Plant, because we're going to number 6 because we're gonna try to work with what we got as far as we're indoor. As far as we're indoor, and there's people who want to do a lot of work, but us we do us we do a lot of work. Like we do a lot of things outside of just gardening and whatnot. If we have our one-on-one coaching sessions with our clients. You guys will know that because we keep that in the description box, or you just DM us on Instagram at healingthroughinspiration. We're doing a lot of studying, working on funnels, and even doing other research as far as just so we could prepare for further topics like this or further topics in the future. Always constantly got a book in our hands and whatnot. They've been promoting, our business system for people that want to start a business, don't know how to, or they don't know where to start, where to go, where to look, So, and we also sell our apparel. We still got to work on designs and our apparel, and I get that stuff out that we have that, like our Originally caps and our American Meaning shirts. Those are in the description box as well. So we're going to go with ones, just, the best ideas are made simple. So we're just going to go with this, and I'm going to read off to this. Plant the seeds. You can either scatter the seeds over the entire surface, especially when using a small container, or you can plant in rows. Usually a good idea to raising seedlings in flats. At any rate, giving each fine seed at least 1/8 inch of space from its neighbor. Medium seeds need 1 inch half of room, and large seeds 1 inch. That's actually great that they provided the information as far as the side range and what you need, because if you don't know, you don't really know. But this is actually great. Even though we've highlighted this, I need to underline that. Actually, I'm gonna highlight that. I'm sorry, I'm a student myself. I'm a student of life itself. I'm a student of nature itself. I'm nature's child. I'm a product of nature. This is why our skin is the color of the soil, and our skin is the color of the trees, and our hair grows as the trees. Make no error, nature most definitely doing this work. So I'm just gonna highlight. At any rate, give each fine seed at least 1/8 inch of space from its neighbor. Medium needs 1/2 inch of room, and large seeds need 1 inch. That's actually very informative, very informative. I'm going to continue reading. Getting the seeds to go where you want them can be tricky, but the knack comes with practice. To disperse fine seeds, try sowing them in a salt shaker. Medium-sized seeds, like tomatoes, may come only 20 or so to a packet in the case of some hybrid varieties. Nothing hybrid over here with alkaline electric, you dig? That's the whole point of not getting hybrid, because we know that nature punishes and gets rid of anything that is not of nature itself. AR, this kind of code, this kind of correlates as well as with us being nature, as us originate habitants. Nature does not punish us. Nature does not punish us from the sun, as well as the plants and the soil and whatnot. It actually aids us and helps us grow and develop. There's so many different things as far as in nature that can help us excel. And we need to get back and return into nature as nature itself. And that's a lot of the problems that we face is because we're always, we're distancing ourselves from ourselves, if you get what I'm saying. And on the top, in the subject of origines, shout out to the best DJ in the whole United Kingdom, DJ Gambler, who coined the term origines forward. And we have the origines forward socks on our website, healingthroughinspiration.com/shop. You have to get these, you got to get that, but I will tell you it's limited supply last year, dude. Let me try to pick up where I was left off. Okay, let's see. I'll just go again. Medium-sized seeds like tomatoes, which can only be 20 or so to a packet, can be in a hybrid varieties. And on the packet, in that case, of some hybrid varieties may be placed exactly where you want them with fine tweezers. According to most of the pictures you can see, a real expert sows seeds by tapping them lightly directly from the seed packet. I've always feel that I've have better control over distribution of the seeds by taking a pinch of them in my fingers and then gently rotating thumb and forefinger to gradually dislodge the seeds. If all this is new to you, you might want to practice by sowing a seed batches of seeds over a piece of white paper so that you can check to see what kind of disruption you're getting. Cover the seeds, except for every fine seeds, which may be simply pressed into the soil. You will need to cover the seeds with soil. The seeds that need light for germination are noted in the encyclopedia section. These should be simply pressed into a damp seeding, starting medium and covered with clear plastic or glass. The rule of thumb is that seeds should be covered in a depth 3 times their size. A rule of thumb is that seeds should be covered in depth at 3 times their size. Okay. At 1/8 inch seed that you can have 3/8 inch of soil over it. I hardly ever put more than 1/2 inch of soil over any seed. Then only for large seeds. I think that might be a good rule of quote unquote thumb in order to follow, because as far as with this, nature doesn't use any measurement. So sometimes with measurements, I don't know, maybe it can take the fun out of it. You're just kind of calculating and stuff or whatnot. If you just get tired of it, the best thing is probably just throw it in there and just watch it grow. That's just our feedback. But what's your reading from the text? So if you guys want to do it like that, you guys can do it like that. Hey, as long as you're growing your own food, you dig? For indoor sowing, I've simply spread fine light soil or vermiculite over the seeds. The last layer needed be wet. If the planting medium on the bottom is well soaked, the top will soon become damp too. The good thing about pre-soaking the growing medium is that it's not necessary to water the planted seed from the top. If you tried this procedure, I'm sure you found I have in a surefire way to relocate all the careful spaced seeds. If some reasons you do prefer to water your seedling flats from the top, either use a gentle spray from a rubber bulb sprinkler with a flat perforated nozzle head, or spread wet burlap over the flat and water through that. And that way you're avoiding the flooding that will carry seeds willy-nilly to the corners of the flat. Be sure that the top layer of the vermiculite or whatever is pressed firmly over the seeds so that the seeds are closely surrounded on all sides. Cover the container. you can use any one of the following materials to cover your containers: damp newspaper or burlap, a scrap piece of used aluminum foil, a plastic sheet or bag slipped around the flat, another seed flat. You can build a stack of seed flats if they are roughly the same size. In fact, the sole surface will receive better ventilation and the flats don't fit exactly edge to edge. Watch for mold in this case. If you don't cover your containers with plastic and provide better ventilation, if mold develops. Watch for mold in this case if you cover your container with plastic and provide better ventilation if mold develops. That's actually very great, because a lot of times when people don't know about what mold, provide with better ventilation if mold develops. That's great. That's great information right there, yo. All right, number 9, set containers in a warm place. This is actually this is important, as well as for people who live where they have made it colder at, and especially I can say that because we're based in Flint, Michigan at this moment. But let's continue on. Place all planted containers in a warm place where seeds can germinate. I found the arrangements listed on the next page conducive to good germination. Put flats in a corner behind a wood burning stove, preferable not on the floor where cool air settles, but elevated 2 feet or so on a small stable or box. Set flats on a high shelf above a floor register. Watch for excessive drying though. Set small batches of seeds on the pilot light of a gas stove. Set flats on top of a turned or fluorescent light fixture, like a light cart setup with several tiers of light. They'll receive steady warmth at the ends of the tube. Once you have the early plants, onions, and peppers sprouted and under lights, you can set their next batch of seeds that you want to germinate on the dark but warm tier above the lighted plants. All right, those are just ones that we're going through. There's there's a lot of information on there. Put down in the comments what y'all think of the stuff so far. Let us know. Give us some feedback. And just a little side note too. Just a little side note, man. As far as too, when it comes to plants and whatnot, there's a lot of soil temperatures or whatnot that tell you that with temperatures can the vegetable seeds germinate and whatnot. What can they not germinate and whatnot? As far as, like it says that asparagus, the minimum is at 50 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the minimum. And as far as the maximum is 95. Let's see. And I'm just going to go through the ones, eggplant, 60. And then it's maxed out at 95, it looks like. The cucumbers, 60, and then the maximum is at 105. And then squash being 60, the minimum. And then it maxes out. Then it says its maximum is 100. Tomatoes, 50, and then 95 is its maximum. Watermelon, 60. I love watermelon. As Americans love watermelons. And I said American, yes. Because if you want to know what American is, you can go and check the meaning of our our American meaning shirts that we have on healingthroughinspiration.com/shop. Go get it. Limited time supplies last. And the maximum for watermelon is 105. degrees Fahrenheit. And with that being, I just listed off some alkaline electric based foods. There's other stuff based on here on our site, on this page or whatnot. And with that being said, just the fact that if you can really, start to analyze and really start to think, this is gonna take some critical thinking. That, look, if most of these plants or whatnot, these foods, they're alkaline electric based. Think about that. And look, and if they're grown on the land, and some of them grow better if they're in the right amount of temperature. And these are alkaline electric plants, alkaline electric based plants, whatnot. This is nature's creation, which means simply it's created by nature. It will grow in nature itself, grow by nature itself in the forest. The birds, they'll let it grow. They won't just try to destroy it. They'll eat off of it and whatnot, but they won't try to destroy it. They won't try to get rid of it. Well, opposed to a hybrid plant that is planted into the ground, and the ants will rip its roots and push it, and the soil will push it. The soil itself will push it out of the ground. And the ants will rid of it, and the birds will demolish it. And all the other critters and whatnot will try to get rid of it. That's as opposed to the hybrid. And this is one of the, like I said, this is one of those things, it's nature. It's a product of nature. We're aided by nature. And on with that, as far as with the alkaline electric based plants, it was just some of that we just listed here. You see how they grow better in different climates, different temperatures, I should say. Different temperatures. Do you see that? Hopefully you guys do. And as well as with that, and us being us original inhabitants, our skin being the color of the soil, our skin being the color of the trees, and our hair grows as the trees. We are nature itself. Wouldn't that apply though, as far as if we, with different temperatures, that we grow better? That we grow better and higher temperatures? Wouldn't that apply? So that's another thing too. And as far as just as a whole, it could even, if you want to just individualize it between our leaves, especially with our hair, and our hair, we must definitely grow better. And hotter climates, we just grow better as a whole. Because don't just singleize it as the hair, because everything is connected, most definitely. Everything is connected with the body. And just wanted to be like that. And I think as too, we can jump on to our second method, an alternative method. An alternative method for indoor seed planting used by an accomplished farmer with whom I enjoy trading lore goes like this. Fill a cut down milk carton, a plastic jug starting medium, water it well and plant the seeds and close the container with the plastic bag and keep the whole shebang good and warm. After 3 or 4 days, punch drainage holes in the bottom of the container. Use a pick or a knife. Keep warm and covered, but allow to drain and check for mold until you see the sheds have germinated. Okay. Yeah, but that's gonna be the close. We're gonna be on to our close of this video. As far as with the information that goes to that, let us know. Do you want to hear more stuff about that? You guys really like this gardening and whatnot? You want us to go involved with it? Maybe let us know what you think, your thoughts and whatnot. Cause we could go into webinars as far as with other stuff, as far as pertaining to health or whatnot. Let us know what you guys are thinking. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit the bell notification. Book a one-on-one coaching session with us. We got our information in the description box, or you can just DM us on Instagram. The fastest way. That's usually the fastest reply. Healing through inspiration. No spaces, And two, we got our apparel, Originally caps, and American meaning shirts. at healingthroughinspiration.com. And if you want to get in our system in order to start a business and you don't know how to start a business, or you do have a business and you want to further enhance it, hey, we got the system right there for you. It's in our description box for you guys who want to get there. All right. And yeah, hit the bell notification. I got to tell you that because we're uploading daily, yo. Uploading daily. But peace, love, and light to you guys. Create a great day. Bliss.